what I'm going to do is fly this property that I've been flying since they cleared the lot. It's right near my office. It's the Florida Credit Union admin building. And I really should have known how many times I've done it, probably 6 or 7 times on my YouTube channel. But today I'm gonna go through the steps. So I'm gonna try the audio, the video, and I've got my, whoops, don't do that, my DJI Mini 4 Pro. I've named him Froggy. I call him Froggy because I think he looks like a frog. I've got a NDI filter, an NDI 64. It's a little bright out today. The videos definitely are not as shaky with using the NDI filter. So I've got a waypoint mission that goes left around that I did originally, and then I've got one that goes right, and I've expanded it a few times. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the ultimate videos. I think I'm going to try to combine them, but I think I would have needed to take in consideration the time of the day. But I've randomly done it. Mostly I'm doing it to document history of it being built, and I like to add music to them, and I like to take a bunch of pictures, and I think they're neat to go back and look at. So today it's 2:46, the 2nd of January 25, and I'm going to we'll go outside and we'll launch from there. I'm trying to capture right there, and I'm kind of second guessing everything. I always do this right before I fly. I'm like looking around, I see people, but I've been doing it a bunch of times, and I wonder if it's it's going to be too windy to fly. But let's see, here I am. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to check the app to see if the winds are. But I know this guy can handle it. Just I go pretty far. I think I go about 1,500 feet around the whole property and come back. So I don't like them to be too far away. So we're gonna go. Let's go ahead and get her up in the air. Alright, we'll go ahead and do a little rotation. Make sure everything's looking good. Alright, it's looking pretty good. I think we're good to go. Alright, so we're going up in the air. Okay. Got the landing pad. Normally I don't have it, but I've been reading and looking, and definitely observed it at night, where the drone will actually look for the orange pad and land on it every single time. But if I don't have the pad, it's usually a few feet off, and I have to direct it back to home. Okay, so let's go ahead and find our waypoint missions. And I have some here. Kind of annoying to go through that every time. Okay, so this is FCU admin building right. I think this is the guy here. And I think I have an expanded one. Big circle. Let's do the big circle. Alright, just to check it out. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to check 13. We're going to hover at the end of the flight. We're going to continue have a signal loss, and they're all going to be at 281 feet. Okay. I'm good to go. Let's do it. Yeah, since the last time I was here, I think they didn't have that top deck. I believe it was late November, early December. So it hasn't been a month, I'm sure. And all right, there we go. God, it's just so smooth. And I love taking the pictures in different seasons. At this point, you can see all the trees in the background are all kind of wintry here in Gainesville in North Central Florida. We have the parking lot in the back. And I think in the rear back, they're going to do more of a parking lot as well. So Florida Credit Union is my credit union, and they've been around, I think, 85 years or something like that. And that used to be just pretty much a field. I wonder if that's going to be the top. It could be. So there you see Williston Road and Archer, I-75. So Williston Road and I-75. And you can see the little home point where I'm at. I'm across the street. Yeah, I had to expand this route. This is a derivative of the first route, where it was just the building itself. I love this shot. You see in the background, you can see Payne's Prairie. It used to be a big lake until it drained mysteriously one day. And I come in tight here, and how I did this, I really don't know, but it's basically, I have a couple of mission waypoints that I'm pointing at, and I'm attaching them to a point of interest. And just the way they're, well, I should really know. Basically, how I choose where to look at the next one, the camera automatically spins and goes to that direction, and the result is this, that I'm telling it to look back at the waypoint and as I go backward. And that was intentional because in the background you'll see the sunset. Well, when the sun is setting, you'll see the sun setting in the background. That's how I achieved that effect. And when this was one of my first ones, long ones, and I thought it was long, but this one, what is it? Well, you can see it right there, 2,800 feet. So it is kind of long. Okay, so let's choose. That was really cool. So let's go ahead and choose the. I want to go and do the right one. So let's. I never tried to do that. Just pick another one. So let's pick the right direction. So this should go towards the right. What did that do? Did that just? Yeah, that's going to go that one. Okay, so let's go and do. Actually, what I didn't do before was let's go and check. Let's go back to here. Let's check to make sure our settings are bypass if there's a problem. Normal. 164 feet return to home. That means it's going to go to 164 feet and then come to me. And max altitude 400 here in the US, and I don't really want it to go too far away from me, so it's set at 16. Okay, those things are things I care about. And then here we're gonna go 13 miles an hour. We're gonna hover at the end, continue on signal loss, and we're gonna start at 1. And camera's off, go. Yeah, so that's Williston and I-75. Right there. So a lot of my videos, you'll see in the background, the sun is setting. Anyway, I certainly know that you can get some really cool stuff with drone, but these videos over time of the construction sites in the building thrill me, and in conjunction with things in the background and just items that I just happen to catch by chance, because each one is different. I've also sped some up and slowed some down, but I really like the idea of being like this bird's view. And you can see in the background, that's where I'm at there, back by that kangaroo on the other side of the Williston Road. Flying the waypoint missions also gives me a lot of confidence in the drone itself. That when I first started with my SE2, without the waypoint missions, I really had to fly it every second and know where I was going and what was going on. Now with the Mini 4 Pro, with the waypoint missions, it's super cool to plot out carefully what you want it to do, and I know I can do a lot more, but have it set and then do it. I think I've flown this 20 times, so I have high level of confidence that the drone's going to do what I want it to do and come back, as long as I make sure that everything's okay with it, and the batteries are good, and there's no other obstacles. You know, every single time I come back to a site, I'm always checking to make sure that nothing's changed, whether there's power lines or towers or anything. And just every video thrills me. I'm conflicted in the nature of, should I do different ones or different ones, or doing a similar thing. Okay, cool. All right, so let's bring her home. So let's exit. We don't need to save it because we don't make no changes, and we're gonna just return to home, which actually should be very close to me. There he is. Okay. Almost a little weird, you know, how when it comes from other directions, it's really startling. But we're going to see here it coming in. It's coming in pretty good here. You shoot the landing pad, it just comes in all the time. I mean, I do want to touch it, but you know what? It's going to be perfect. Good, Froggy. Awesome.
من شاركنا باب ودور كام قبلنا للغريب بشيشية مرقنا من بورسودان الحبيبة جينا لك يا أكبر الجميلة لما نقولنا من أكبر القوية قبلنا ناس الكرتوم الحنينة منا الكرتوم بابرنا قام شفنا قرى وخلال حد الجزيرة من شاركنا باب ودور قام قبلنا للغريب بشيشية نقام وفي الرهد أخذنا لينا تكية من الفولا شلناها لعديلة وفي دربنا عزتنا باب نوسى من باب على الضعيف وفي دربنا عزونا ناس عديلة. من شاركنا ما برد وارقام قبلنا للغرب بشاشية شية. سكة حديد تنشم بوم سموم محضونة بالرملة وروح الغلابة. لقي محلة مهجورة في الطريق لا فيها عيشة للناس الزمان.